What's up, everybody? This is the poker coaching study session. Today, we're going to be looking at the hand history from Banker Fluid, who played the Deepstack Turbo. Let's see how that goes.
We're filtering friendly hands with IV pip, right?
Yes. Now, pretty weird. I think you should be raising. Let's see. Yeah, you raise. Okay.
I could go a
Now,
little bigger.
Um,
Well,
I didn't want it.
yeah,
It creates a weird SPR. Now it's 1-1, right? So now he just jams and I can call.
yeah. But I would
But
love
I
to see it more like SPR of like 75% pot, 70% pot. I think like people find it easy to get away from an SPR of one, I think.
sure.
Yeah. Just like another big blind and a half. That's all I want.
Okay.
Limp fold 4-3 off seems good. How often do you flat ace queen O in the button there? What percentage?
Pretty often.
Like 50-ish, right? 60?
Yeah, like
Something like
50,
that.
60, yeah, something
Yep.
like that.
well, what do we bet here? Guess
Tiny.
just small, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm
Good
just
turn
like,
card.
huh.
You need to polar now.
Yeah. I think I just
It's
keep
a
going.
weird spot for your range because you're value betting some 9x
Hmm.
on flop, right? Like that's like your worst value bets are like some one pairs. So you don't
Exactly.
have like huge value. Yeah, I actually think this is a good sizing. You want to get more obviously of the nuts, but
Yes. Yeah.
it's
I
just
would
two face up if you go too big.
exactly. If I go like 75%, it's obvious. If I go
Yeah,
half pot, it's like a lot better here.
yeah. Whereas I think if like the turn was a deuce, you could go bigger.
And what are you targeting to call with this size?
Just well, at that time, just a nine. And now I'm sick if a nine calls me, right? So
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, he can call you with like a some kind of
he could also call me with overpairs as
seven
well. He can
combo
call me with
draw. Like,
10. Like he can call me with like a 10, right?
yeah,
Or like tens. Um,
I
I
agree.
also queens, jacks, stuff like that. Like stuff that I'm clearly ahead of. Although I think a lot of those, except for maybe jacks, would probably be three betting from the small blind or squeezing from the small blind. So I don't know. I've seen people flat as well. So, and then when he does this, I'm just like, I'm like, I have to call. Like, I can't fold the second nuts.
Can you
Yeah,
though?
but he doesn't have many nines.
Can
Yeah,
you?
Oof. I don't like
Ooh,
this jam.
yeah. I don't know about the jam, man.
Yeah.
yeah. It's not a good jam. Because I'm isolating myself to only better.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but I got
Wow.
yeah, but he just
What
want
a super punt.
yeah, he just wanted to punt though.
What?
Wait, he has seven high.
Seven
Yeah.
high. I I
Okay.
I was extremely confused when he did that.
I- You played crazy with a crazy, so I guess it makes sense,
I
right?
mean, I was gonna say in GTO land, I understand that your hand still has value. I think in practice, I was gonna say it doesn't, but apparently it does. You get called by seven high.
I got called by
Yeah.
seven
That's
high.
a little bit thin here, Greg. You're
I'd
doing
say
bit for value. I don't know. It's a little bit thin, but it works, right? It works.
Shut
I,
the
I mean
fuck.
I'm just more upset that that was the outcome.
Give the man his money back. You're stealing from the mentally disabled here.
Yeah,
Jesus.
don't you feel bad here, Greg, a little bit?
I do. I feel like I bullied this man. I feel like I took his entire lunch money, dude.
He's probably
He's
like,
probably like he's probably like in an old folks home, man. Like this
Oh
poor guy.
no, poor guy. Old man Coffee decided to play 7-6 and look what happened.
there he is.
Yes, this
So-
this is
I
fine.
resemble that remark.
Okay, you get looked up at the flatter with nines. That's fine.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
it's called call bluffing. It turns out it's not a good idea.
It's not a good idea. I'm out. When he bets big on a monotone board multi-way, I'm just like, yeah,
Yeah.
fuck this. I'm gone.
I think you're still allowed to 3-bet 7-6 suited at 60 big blinds, right?
I normally flat this. It's like, I don't know. I
I know at
understand.
like 100, it's like mainly a 3-bet, right?
Yeah, at 100 it's a 3-bet versus an overcall, but I also don't really like 3-betting that much in PKOs.
I mean, fair.
Yeah. I just lose too many
Okay.
customers.
How often do you call
So
here?
are you, sorry,
Go ahead.
are you unhappy when you lose customers with 6-7 suited?
Yes.
Okay.
Am I? Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Is this not to lose?
I don't think so. I think it's like a fine overcall in this scenario. Uh, primarily because like I remember the small blind here was a little splashy, a little aggressive. So I was like, I cover him.
Yeah, Louis, you're right. I'm seeing some folds.
It should be some folds for sure. I This might be a little loose. Let's see.
Depending on how like, I mean, because on Wizard there's like a million different sims, so you're not
Mhm.
going to find the exact one. But I see you 3-betting this with like a similar situation. I see you 3-betting this 15%, calling 15%, and folding the remainder.
Okay, the machine here says 95.5.
Yeah, and so the zero EV on the call goes back to my question.
But Louis,
Um,
that's a yeah, okay, that's a chip EV non-PKO.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
PKOs are like would need to cover for it to matter, no?
yeah,
Uh,
you're right. I should probably just not play this. I'm a splashy right. I mean, I'm a splashy fish. I want to get
Mm,
in there.
mm.
And when he ISOs, I'm just, or when he yeah, when he
but
squeezes,
but they
I'm
don't
just
have
bad.
to they don't have to be like you don't only have to call cover him because like he opens a little bit wider
Hmm.
in a PKO because he covers everybody. So like you do like it is better in PKO than chip EV. And plus like even though for this hand you're not going to win a bounty, there is like in the first stages there's the future game of like gambly hands making a big stack and then
Yeah,
covering everyone. That's good, right?
yeah. I normally wouldn't flat this. I would squeeze this. But it's really awkward.
I don't mind the call here. I don't think it's a good squeeze with against CP. If it's LP, sure, it's a great
Oh
call.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Recording in progress.
But right into another gun,
Yeah. And when he does this, I'm just like, oh.
3-bet, 4-bet. Ah, maybe that wasn't your hand.
It was definitely not.
Okay. No 3-bet, but you could jam here, I think, no?
I could.
All right, I put that hijack versus UTG1 range in the chat if you're curious.
I am.
Yeah, still folding it out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can splash around a little bit just to kind of anchor us.
Fold. I think you could jam here,
Could. I don't remember the line I take though. That's called.
but the thing to notice here is the size.
Yeah. It probably would have been and I think that was the main reason why I led towards like just calling in this scenario versus like jamming. I don't know. I don't know what he's opening that large for. I block ace king, so I don't know. Right? And then he does this. And I'm like, all
Mm,
right, I gotta hold on to my butt
for now.
for now. And
Yeah.
now
Oh my goodness. I don't know about raising.
I think it's
I have pair plus flush
fine.
draw, right? Like
Yeah.
pair good kicker flush draw.
Yeah, but you get rid of the bluffs and you're in position, so you can still
Yeah,
play the river, you know?
I mean, this is for value and slash protection. This is not a this is not a bluff.
I'm
Yeah.
not bluffing. I am not bluffing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like
yeah. I
in
mean, so like,
position,
go ahead.
What were you saying?
you can call here and then call
Oh,
the
sure, and then stack him on the river. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I was gonna say that exact thing. I feel like the small turn barrel is like it's like was lighting up as jacks for me with some frequency.
Hmm. He went large,
Yeah.
large-ish.
Yeah, like half pot and then third pot.
Yeah.
Tag that the super face up betting line.
I think I gave him a tag afterwards.
No, Greg, what are you doing?
Punting. What are you doing?
Yeah.
You can't you can't
Witnessing.
you can't continue to put money into this pot, dude.
Bro, this might be fine. This guy made it tiny. Look how tiny he made it. Look how
You're
tiny.
cooked. You're
5.4.
cooked.
I am cooked when he clicks, right? Like there's no way I should be calling this ever.
Yeah.
It's PKO, right?
Yeah, it's the
Oh,
PKO.
Jesus Christ. Don't encourage him.
Don't encourage.
I'm gonna mute Danny, man.
What if he made it 4 chips? What if he made it 4 chips? Would you call for 4?
Yes.
Where's the line?
5.3.
The line is
5.3.
no.
You made it point
Just-
one more for Tim, dude.
Just don't call King Jack off.
Okay.
4.8
I don't know.
chips.
The question I asked is, how am I going to play this post flop out of position?
Now I'm in a
Nah,
pickle.
man.
Now
Don't
I'm
worry
in a,
about that.
Greg,
You know,
Greg,
see the
Greg.
flop first, then you figure
You're
that
gonna
out. It's all
you're
good.
gonna get it in on turn with King Jack for value against pocket nine. That's how.
exactly.
You just think the 10, right?
Easy 10. Easy 10 ball.
You called a free bet. Jack
For
off.
the
This
record,
is bottom of range.
I'm aware, Lewis. Thank you. I did not play this perfectly. I just want to also put that I ran hotter than the sun here.
Jeez.
So if he has a real range on
That's the
flop,
strategy I use a lot too.
Could be a
It's
raise.
one, but it doesn't work very often.
is that what Lewis said? Did you say to raise? Like this is probably a theory check jam here. But the guy doesn't have a theory range.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he's clicking me with, to be honest.
So what when you call, okay, that's just like so the
I'll
first
point
two
out.
call are not good, you know that, right, Greg?
Yes, I know this is not good. I'm trying to shoot my way out. Okay. And
And
this
this-
is this is
LP,
me shooting
what do you
my
want to
way
do on
out.
flop?
I'm gone, man. I would be
No,
folding here.
you
No,
didn't flop a
run the
on
flop. Like
flop.
it's gonna be a
When you have a
jam.
gutter and an
I don't
over,
play
a
three
nutter.
bet pots with King Jack off out of position. Whatever you want from me here, I dissociated myself with. I don't know what you guys want to do here. I am never here. Never.
No.
I want to continue once we see this flop.
Yeah, that's
sure.
that was the only reason why I was like, oh, this flop's too good. And then I tried to shoot my way out.
But it's not that bad, right? It's just that's bad. You
Yeah.
know?
It's a little small.
Yeah. I wanted to make it I wanted to bluff making it look like value and he stuffs it on me and I'm like, all right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but you
all
missed-
of, you know, all of this
He got
was
you with ace of
necessary.
diamonds. He has ace
You
of
missed the
diamonds,
bluff.
jack.
Yeah, you missed the bluff call on the river.
That's fair. He
We
bluff.
could just fold here. I would
Yeah,
be.
we could have just folded and saved our chip piece.
No kidding.
Oh my.
Hey, let's gamble.
That's
Okay, so
let's.
okay. I don't have a good justification for this either. This was like one of those spots that was like, well, a gamble.
Can you put this in chips?
Yeah.
it just began.
It like I don't know what level we're on, but it's not.
It's like
Is
we
this a deep stack or a normal?
deep stack.
Yeah, this is good. This has to be good.
What do you mean?
This has to be good. This play, Greg's play. This has to be good. This is correct.
Why?
Okay,
There's
and
no
how
world
about
in which
the,
this is bad. Like this
all
has
right,
to be good.
What's
so
the
Danny
starting
lost
stack
five.
here? 25 or 50?
It's 20.
20.
Yeah.
So Danny, finish the sentence. This has to be good because.
In my opinion, this has to be good because we have King 10 suited three-way for two bounties. It's just the class of hand that is going to show up with enough equity here multi-way. It makes a great hunting hand. King 10 suited, King Jack suited, Queen Jack suited, all that kind of stuff. Like you're going to be live enough to where, I mean, I don't love the big blind coming in cold here. That's a little concerning. Maybe it's like too sketchy once he comes in. I could be, could be a little wrong here. Let's see. Big blind comes. Yeah, I mean, so against the small blind rejam, I'm like happy to go with this. If the guy behind goes with it, that's fine. When the big blind comes in cold, I'm just like hoping he has eights, I guess, or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, this could go either way, I think, once big blind comes in.
I mean, the big blind doesn't cover anyone, so you'd think it's like a very
So he
tight
should have a
range,
good hand, right?
like tens
I mean,
plus, ace
not
queen
very
plus.
Hey, Louis, where are we in this tournament? What was the chip count here?
It just began.
These are both for a start stack.
10%.
Okay, so it's early, so the
Mm-hmm.
bounty 10% in or like 90% left.
Yeah.
Greg, do you happen to remember? You probably don't. If any of them had more than a starting bounty.
They both did. They both had one. They both had like one bounty.
One extra.
Yeah.
That makes us pretty appealing.
That was.
I'm probably gonna say. I mean, like, just gamble, right? You can always rebuy. Fuck it. It's a PKO. That's the point. That's the point, man.
Right,
I mean, they're gonna
like,
show up with pocket nines and ace jack suited, and you're gonna have like 35% equity three ways, and it's fine for two bounties each.
Yeah, it was what they both had one bounty. I remember this hand because
the
I
starting bounty
was
plus
like,
one.
I think I have it noted somewhere. Because I remember this is one that I took a screenshot of, and I was like, I think I have.
LP, we can't look at chip EV ranges for this.
Yeah, this is not it.
No, I know.
Yeah.
It just doesn't tell us anything useful.
This HRC spot.
Yeah, I was gonna say we had to put this in the HRC.
Yeah, we can
I
guesstimate
don't think
something
we're gonna
on Wizard. I'm okay with that.
Send it to Lewis. Make him run it.
So we were UTG or UTG1?
Another gun one, low jack calls, and then
And calls off more, which I'm like not
button
that happy about.
call, and then both blinds go in.
I'm probably 100% to fold. I think I'm supposed to 100% fold this.
Nah. I think if you had King Jack suited, it would be a pure play. I think this is going to be like really close.
We're folding in my sim against just a small blind jam.
King Queen suited, maybe. Yeah, but this it's going to be so different in a PKO where they both have an additional bounty.
Oh, I'm looking at a PKO.
Where they both have a bounty?
So about what percent equity do you need in this hand to justify it with the two extra bounties? To like 20, below 25%?
Well, a start bounty is worth a quarter of a stack, right? And if they both have an extra bounty, then you're adding like one whole extra start stack into the pot, right? So you're getting over 3-1, 3.5 to 1, something like that. You probably only need 20% equity. There's no way you don't have 20% equity. This has to be a play.
It's saying
this just has to be a play.
It's saying all in.
Yeah, I mean, so like if you guys were all just even, you would be 33%, right? So how much worse than even do you think you are?
So if looking at this sim, it's mixing, right?
Yeah, it's mixing. It's it's supposed to be just a, oh wait, yeah, it's a call.
I'm not sure how much worse than 33 you are, but there's no world where you're less than 20. It's actually impossible to have less than 20 three-way with this hand.
Hey, Louis,
so
can you
yeah.
Louis, can you click on where it says strategy EV? And is there an equity presentation there? EQ?
Maybe you need like 23 and you have 26, 28.
Guess only post flop. Okay.
Yeah. I don't think it can do like because you would have to input all the ranges in, right? Like you would have to have like a predetermined or
Those
to
the
know what.
ranges.
Oh yeah, I mean, I guess the ranges would be constructed from whatever we have part of the library. So
yeah, I mean it knows the ranges.
Yeah.
I don't know why it doesn't present it, but it doesn't. Okay.
Maybe because it's multi-way.
If you send this, I mean, I can't run it for a while. Make someone else run it. We should run it though, because it's an interesting one.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess the point I'm taking is I don't think this is a slam dunk because you really just don't need that much equity to make it work. Right? That's the point.
Yeah, I don't think it was like I was kind of like on the fence even about doing it from the beginning, right? Like I didn't love this play that I made. I just made it. Like I'm not saying it was good. I'm just saying that it was a thing I did. So, like I get like that's all I got out of this. So we should definitely
Can you send
check this
the screenshot as well, Greg? That has the bounties.
Yeah, if I can find it, yeah, I will.
Yeah. Because I think the fact that they're not start bounties, that they each have an extra one is going to change it considerably when it's only one starting stack.
Well, I
think you're right.
This is neat.
So I like this.
Can anybody guess what happens here?
Well, I already said pocket nines, ace jack suited, and we find a way. But
no,
it could be a bigger scam.
You're absolutely crushed, but you just hit a 10 against.
Yeah, I mean the fact that
it works,
a couple of tens, or some clubs, or
all bears.
I think I just hit a 10.
It's not like some flush. Could be flush
if you
like
only
ace.
needed 110, then you definitely had the equity.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think I just hit a 10 and held.
Oh my god, we went 5 ways.
God, this is the thing, is people just punt
Dude,
so hard, like big blind getting in there with ace deuce offsuit.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean is like
it could have been.
Did you have the best starting hand? Can we see those hands when they were?
Imagine if you folded
King Queen.
King
Queen. I was thinking about King Queen
like
and
equilibrium.
Ace deuce.
That was when I looked at that, I was like, wait, what? I immediately marked all of these people. Like almost immediately marked everything.
So this guy got you.
Bed shitter. Just like
I think King Queen and Ace 9 played it okay.
This guy's like.
So did you mark him? Did you mark him PLMs like play like me's?
Oh my
god!
What a flop
for 8-9.
What a flop for 8-9, yeah. And then there's 10 comes,
and he's like, "Please put a jack." No, wait, a jack wouldn't do it.
Good.
Put a diamond.
Wow, you scammed everybody, Greg.
2 pairs good.
This is why I'm known as Greg the Scammer.
You had 17.9% equity.
Those pots right there, that's my favorite thing about PKOs.
Gamba?
You get these absurd pots and sometimes you just scoop everything. Oh. Turn off the known hole.
Yeah, the trick is to promptly forget the ones that you lose.
This is limping back here. I don't know.
I have to squeeze too, especially with 12 big blinds.
Yeah, definitely. Right.
This,
tricky.
Oh, this is
tricky. Oh,
yeah, definitely raised now. Oh, the click. Oh no, raise. Yeah.
Maybe bigger? Is it not small?
Maybe a little bigger, right?
Like
8,
9? Yeah.
I hate making it 9 when I have 3 9s though.
In multi-way pots, I tend to go quite small actually when I raise, just because you want to like keep them in.
Yeah, I mean that's why I went a little bit smaller.
I usually go like 3x, but I think like 2.8 is good as well.
You're never gonna fold like a flush draw here, even if you make it bigger or something.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't mind this.
I just check river.
Call turn check river.
Yeah, I'm not betting I'm not betting river because I'm only getting called by better.
What about raising here?
Oh, I could have, but Queen Jack is also like in his range. Or I'm sorry, not Queen. Yeah, Queen Jack is also in his range. He has like some like other
I-
Jack X that he could be
How do you
flatting.
range this guy when he like bet calls and then donks this?
He's trying to buy the river.
Mm,
Yeah,
It's kind of a
that's
larger donk though.
I mean,
Half pot.
Yeah, but it's always buying the river, you know? So
Yeah.
like maybe like he's not attacking your check raise here. So
yeah,
forget
that's
that.
fair.
For me, I
He-
see this as a hand that improved. Jack 10, King Queen,
no,
Queen
no, but
8.
it's a limped pot. When most people raise that, man, give them King Queen, they're gonna squeeze, right?
Okay.
Especially to isolate the bounty. So like he probably never has a straight, or like King Queen at least. He might have the
You can have
ragged
Queen
straight.
8,
Yeah,
or yeah, 7, 8.
but like he never has pocket tens, never has pocket like that's
Hmm.
all we lose to is like the bad straight.
I mean,
Some spades that picked up a 10 maybe. Like what? I
yeah,
wouldn't expect 8s to do this.
I
It's kind of weird.
didn't expect eights to do that at all.
Yeah.
I was very shocked when we got there.
He wanted to see a cheap
Greg.
river with his
I know.
straight.
Yes.
This is I know.
Greg. Yeah.
So
Huh.
I know this is the bottom of the range. So I have this leak.
What?
So hold on. Let me just explain before I have this leak where I overfold. I have like a 70% fold to
Wait.
3-bet.
Wait,
Just
wait,
hear
wait.
me
'Cause
out.
So
yeah,
the
well,
first
tell
round
you
could
what,
be-
Greg,
Wait.
that's exactly not what I'm witnessing here. I think you're a station. You're calling every 3-bet. Every
I
one of them. How's
I,
that a leak?
because I would overfold to a majority 3-bets and I was trying to compensate, and now I'm calling everyone. So I need to
Mom.
dial that back.
You're experimenting.
I mean,
Yes.
yeah, but like the hand to call here on the offsuit side is like King Queen-O.
Yeah,
That's
King
the one you can
Queen.
get spicy
Yeah.
with.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. This is not it. This is a
Yeah.
fault.
You're so deep that you could still get away
4-bet.
with it.
I could
Please,
4-bet
Greg.
it.
Please stop, Greg.
I will stop, I
No,
promise.
don't 4-bet. Oh, I mean, I don't know.
Hey, so I want to make a comment about the overfold too much to 3-bets. So in this field, this is like a $6 PKO. I mean, would you say the 3-bets are overvalue, balanced, or undervalue?
Yeah.
That was a free.
So I think that a lot of people 3-bet for value a lot of the time, and that's the main reason why I was like overfolding in that spot. But
And
now I'm
would
starting to
Ron overfold there if they were overvaluing their 3-bets?
I'm sorry.
3-betting with more value than
Yeah.
unbalanced in favor of value with their 3-bets isn't folding too much. A better answer.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that would be the better answer. And but like when I was looking at the I guess I'm just leveling myself by looking at my database, right?
Yes. Yes, Greg. Yes. Please stop.
Please stop.
Please stop, Greg.
I'm a monster.
Oh, what
He
are you doing
calls.
now? Like, look at this. Like, what?
Shooting my way out.
Like, yeah, but these guys, they just have queens.
That's
Yeah.
fair. I think he
King's kind
does.
of bad.
Yeah,
Like, if it's
not.
like a 5% 3-bet range, you kind of want him to ace king.
Greg.
When you
Now
check raise it.
I'm just punting.
I think it's because of the side of your stack, Greg. You're just not comfortable having so much chips in front of you.
It's very fair.
It's just, jeez. Okay, so turn,
Just
you
give up
do
turn.
this. He
Give
just
up
puts
turn.
you in.
Yeah, he puts me in. And then I was like, well, all right, later.
He's
Goodbye.
like, you're done bluffing here. I'm gonna bluff you.
I'm gonna bluff you with my counter bluff.
Yeah.
And
You're
I'm just
trying to
getting
fold his 8s that he doesn't 3-bet.
he doesn't 3-bet, yeah.
Hmm. What's the idea here, Greg?
I mean, why not?
13 blinds.
What's appealing to you with Jack Deuce suited?
Nothing.
Do
That's
you
why
have-
I'm jamming
It's
it.
a suited hand.
you don't have a natural link with diamonds or anything?
Nah.
Okay,
Not
just
diamonds.
You
making
fold
sure.
out. You fold out better jacks.
You do.
Ta-da! I lost.
Yeah, not great.
No.
Like you're in the big blind, you're just supposed to see the flop here. With a suited hand like that.
I thought that like just I don't know, jam like limp when he's limping, I understand what his range could look like. But I just figured, well, maybe if it's like an off or maybe if it's like one of the aces that you limp that are tinier, he might just be able to like he might get away, but probably not. Not for 13, right? Like
Big-
this was just bad.
Yeah,
This was
big blind, you're supposed to realize your equity.
yeah.
Show it again, Louis. It's like showing car accidents in driver's
I
ed.
love watching train wrecks, dude. You don't have to be good. You don't have to be good at poker to win a tournament. You just have to get really fucking lucky. Sometimes you're the windshield and sometimes you're the bug, you know?
Today,
Yeah, just play in position with the suited hand and
check.
Yeah.
get his bounty post. I would stab turn. Wait, what happened?
They went check
Yeah.
flop.
Yeah, I would stab turn. It's the only way we're gonna win, right?
Maybe.
I mean, it's okay to give up, I guess. Like
I give up in the
bad.
spots where I shouldn't.
Wait, we were double gutted, right?
Yeah.
5, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah,
bet
yeah,
flop
you
isn't
can't,
even.
you can't fold.
Oh no,
Yeah.
you can't bet flop.
It's like the diamond came.
You want to call here?
But the diamond came. The diamonds.
What? Hold on. What was the pre-flop? What positions are these?
Under gun small blind.
Yeah.
Under the
Hey,
gun small
Is the
blind.
diamond coming an argument in favor or against?
I mean,
taking
theory
this
is gonna check some strong hands.
Yeah, the
like
diamond's
small
good for
blind.
small blind because small blind's gonna flat loads of suited hands. So
Yeah.
I think you.
I actually like the dunk though.
I like the donk.
Either bet turn or like what? Check raise turn? Nah, just bet turn. Yeah, okay.
Check raise maybe not, but bet turn.
Wants to
Yeah,
raise
check raise
turn
is the
big.
thing.
Ooh, okay.
I like
Yeah.
doing these bluffs
Without
without
a
the suit
diamond.
occasionally. Yeah, because then when the diamond river, when that's not a diamond river, you still have an okay bluff candidate because you don't block the continues.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can fold out
Good
like
point.
ace queen, ace king by river, right?
So,
Or
I mean,
also, when it is a diamond river, you need some non-flush bluffs to have there too, right?
Yes.
We should see how we continue some different rivers, maybe.
But interesting that it's cool in King Jack O. That's probably one I miss pre-flop. Against under the gun, I just mucked that from the small.
That's what you got away from this list.
Well, I'm looking at my own game, man.
I mean, yeah, no, for more power to you, man.
The thing is, like,
We're supposed to raise.
Yes, apparently.
them.
A lot.
Without
Like it's
the
not even
diamond.
close.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a spot that I missed, right? Like I'm not sure like okay, how many people here are raising this? Let's be
Well,
honest here. Let's
it
talk to
Yeah, I kind of want to.
Sometimes
Oh,
good
it's
moment.
raised when we miss the C bet. That's what it is. Like,
so what was the donk? I mean, you were donk. I mean, I know you're check raising here, but isn't donking a thing so you don't have to check raise?
See?
it was donkey. It was
Yeah, you can lead.
yeah, it's leading a bunch here.
It's one of our worst hands.
Yeah, exactly.
So you missed the
I like
C
that.
bet with barrel turn. That makes sense. That's the motion. All right.
So if you donk turn and get called, you just kind of block river.
Yes.
If you make
Yeah, if you make it there. Because if he might just like put me in the box.
You just
Aren't we going pretty polar? Depends on river, what the river is. Right? But like,
what's the turn sizing when it goes check?
it was 80, I think, Lewis.
Or 80.
How can you go polar if you don't have the flush? I mean, if you make your straight, you're still losing.
You're still
flush.
unhappy. Like
yeah, but with this
Because
action,
our value
like
region
check
contains a
flop,
lot of flushes.
bet small. I mean, your value targets are like sets and two pairs, and
No, it's not that polar.
Yeah, I mean, so like I think this is a bet. It might be a polar bluff if you miss, but if you hit your straight, I think you're betting small on the river.
I guess what do you mean by small? Like I would be value betting that like 50, 60% pot.
I probably would be betting like 50. I'm not.
What if it's a 10 Louis
I was
instead of
thinking
the
more like
4?
blocking. So that.
Oh wait, 4 doesn't make us our straight either.
Nope. 4 is a blank.
4 is a blank. So
Six would
B60
be
on a
nice.
blankish.
This is the straight.
Oh,
We check it.
weird.
So with bet with bluff turn.
Well, hold on. Is this 6 a straight?
And then check the
Check to
river.
raise or
Yeah,
check
that's
to call?
Yeah, we have to check raise, right? I don't get it.
Check call.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely missed.
Oh, he has some jams.
an
Okay, so
opportunity.
we call a jam. What if he bet 60 here? Are we all in or how thin do we get?
We
Yeah,
are.
we do. Okay. I like
all
that.
in.
Oh, well, so that I wouldn't do. Okay, that's weird.
8 sevens.
So there's a lot of depth to this hand.
Yes, there's a ton of depth to this hand, and
That-
I let it go.
You
There was
got
not a
none
lot
of
of
that.
depth to the. Yeah,
It's okay because it's a bit tough of a hand.
That's tough to
Alright.
see though.
Always a
I
nice.
think one thing that we just didn't really get into though is like his range for betting turn small after check flop. It's like, what's he doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
making
ace
making
queen
it
with
real
a diamond, going for
making it real
value.
spooky. That's what he's doing. He's making it real spooky for the boy.
I'm not spooked. Like, put up or
You're
shut
not.
up. Like,
Looks
I'll
like
lose
trash though. It's
Yeah,
just like a
really
weak
good,
diamond or
really good
something.
free bet this. Really good free bet this one.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, nice.
You're gonna want to free bet ace deuce, ace three.
Yeah.
Ace four, and then like flat, like ace five, ace six, ace seven.
I'm starting to raise more from the button versus cutoff.
exactly. Yeah, we versus like button versus low jack. If you're going a little bit less, button versus cutoff, you free bet like a lot.
Yeah. So.
Might click him back here. I'll have
Oh,
So, so we
That's a
raised
huge
pre and then
bet, three-way.
we checked, which is appropriate.
Yep.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
a weird one, man. What the heck is he supposed to be doing this with? I
I
don't
have
know.
no
People show up with like pocket
Overpairs.
fives here. Yeah, it can be
Yeah.
overpairs for
It could
sure.
be like tens, right?
It's
Tens that
not
are
gonna
trying
be
to protect.
pretty, right?
No, it's not.
No.
You just gotta click call one time
A7.
and then
You gotta
let
bing
him
something
blast you out
here,
on the
like
turn.
I mean,
some 5 here, right? Or some 6.
there shouldn't be big bets here. Multi-way.
Forget that. Give me an 8.
That's
Yeah.
not a great turn. Okay,
We'll
well,
just fold now.
No
I guess.
diamonds and
I would
still
just
big.
fold. Yeah, I think it's reasonable.
Yeah.
we can get
Yeah,
away.
this line is so underbluffed, right? In
Yeah,
It's just like
practice.
it's just like sets and pocket tens, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I'm sad.
It's easy to overfold. They're not gonna find so many bluffs here.
Why do you like
I mean-
Jack Deuce so much, Greg?
Favorite hand.
I'm okay with it. Raising the
There's a
button is
bounty.
much better than jamming the big blind.
There's
The
a
small
bounty.
blind's
Small
short.
blind is really short.
Small blind, super short, by the
Ooh.
way.
I mean, a lot of people have leaps so big that you can
Oh, you just
probably
flop it.
like beef up 100% hands on the button.
I would size up here a little bit because you
Yeah.
can start
Uh,
with-
We're again with that thing where we're gonna hit the river with an SPR of like 1. It's just too big. We could put in a little bit more on the turn. Also, because like he can easily just have like some hand with the ace or king of spades, and you don't really want to give those hands great prices. Like,
Yeah.
That's true.
I'd
That's
go like
true.
6.
Oh, he gives it. He gives
That's
it.
nice too.
Induced.
You induced him.
So it's just
let's go. Wow,
Nice.
that's
Was enough.
a punt. That's a punt.
I feel like if you bet big, he might have just called again. So
Yeah.
somehow it worked out.
Yeah, no, it worked out for sure. Against a guy who was ready to
Bet
blast.
tiny. Yeah.
I see checking here. Fine.
You can go
no?
smaller.
Oh
I
well.
think I think both are fine.
Big,
Pair
big,
ace
small.
board is one of our higher frequency
Yeah.
stabs. But
Yeah.
Let's do
check's
the
fine.
whiz.
Right, pair boards.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. He calls. We're in trouble. Until the jack comes, now we're always winning.
3.
Yeah,
Bet
we would
one.
beat.
And
Yeah.
deuce?
One.
Okay.
Oh,
One's okay. I think you can get a little greedier here.
I could
I
have,
don't
but
know if he calls
to-
very much
Quarter,
more.
quarter, 40%.
I would bet third there.
I don't
I
know.
won them. I just
You
gave him a
won
one.
then. That's Tin
He
Valley.
told you what his hand was on the turn.
That's
Probably, yeah.
Do you
yeah,
think
that's
you can
true.
get better than one here?
I don't
Three?
know.
I like 3
Yeah, maybe.
for all
2.5.
the 9s and 10s and 7s
10-3,
calling.
Greg.
This was a misclick. This was 100% a
Greg.
misclick. No.
No,
You
no.
sure?
Tell us
No,
the
yes.
truth.
I am
can get
100%.
Greg, I
away with
defended
one
you for
misclick.
opening Jack 2 suited on the button. I cannot defend you on this one. Do not
No,
call the
no,
3 bet.
no,
I
no,
swear to
no,
God,
I-
do not call the 3 bet.
No, I did not. I did not.
Greg,
I
Greg,
actually
tell me you're
no.
not gonna call. Tell me you're gonna fold.
Don't do it.
I'm gonna
Don't
fold.
do it.
I'm gonna fold. I'm gonna fold.
Unless.
Oof.
No, I swear to God, it was a
Oof.
misclick.
Hey, we got
I
lucky.
feel like when you get to this note though, you have to four bet.
How do you misclick 2.2?
Somehow, yeah.
That's what I want to
Nate,
know.
when you
because
get to this
because
note,
I
you
have
can
it as my
forward.
button.
You get to this
Because I have it as my button. That's why. I
Yeah,
like.
wait, but
Yeah,
you have
yeah,
to
yeah.
click 2 buttons.
Yeah. But I was just
No.
clicking.
Is ace 9 suited good? I don't think it's good.
No,
No, this is definitely not good.
Greg,
For 17, burst under the gun.
That's a call,
You
yeah.
fold out all his dominated 9x. Like he folds king 9 suited, he folds
Yeah.
10-9 suited, he folds if he opened queen 9 or jack 9 suited.
Yeah, this is not good.
why
Really
are you
bad.
What if this
punting
guy
so
was
hard, Greg?
V-pipping 45 or something? Did you have any read?
No.
Oh,
No. Just get immediately punished.
I see.
Greg,
Nice hand.
can we stop these jams, please, Greg? 'Cause,
Yes.
you
Yeah,
don't-
never again.
You're doing it wrong.
I am.
Isn't even
mean,
like ace jack suited here
I have
at
a
all?
question on this. Do you
Yeah.
have?
Yeah, exactly. You don't need to 3 bet that
Versus
many
under
hands
gun.
like big blind versus UTG, like ace
No.
king. A couple
Not
bluffs,
even.
but this isn't a
Not
bluff,
even, though.
obviously. Like you
It's
can have a
just
little
ace
like
king, ace
ace
queen.
4 offsuit as a bluff is okay, but don't overdo it.
Yeah.
What's
This is-
what is the bottom of that? I mean, so in a limps like this, that's frequently a very strong hand. But what is the
Value
bottom of
jam?
your?
I think
What's
ace queen.
how much of the field is left? 50?
Probably at this point.
Okay. And he opens UTG with like 17 or 18 big blinds or
Mhm.
something.
Yeah.
And we have heaps in the big blind.
Mhm.
Okay, I've got a set
Yeah,
for
I
you.
think you have to jam like queen jack suited as a bluff, king jack suited.
No,
But
no,
not
it's
ace
like
nine.
king
King
10,
10
king 10 suited, king 10 suited, ace 5 suited, and then ace king, ace queen.
Yeah, this is just a
Like,
call.
I
This
think
is a
queen
stack call.
jack suited.
Want to
might be
share
as
your
well.
screen, Tim?
Maybe.
I'm putting it in
maybe.
chat.
You might want to go a bit wider in a bounty, right? Because you want to like C5 cards, get a chance to win a bounty.
I think it's the suited 10s though, Lewis. I think it's like king 10, queen 10 usually.
I don't remember. I couldn't remember like if this guy had
Yo,
a
we just-
bounty or not.
We just
Oh, but those
Yep.
are at. Oh wait.
don't jam. This is 20 big blinds. He had like 18,
Yeah, I
whatever.
think-
Close enough.
Yes,
I think calling is superior, especially on
Yeah.
lower stakes. Like there's no point in being jamming because
Yeah.
Ace queen. Oh, even ace queen suited, we're trapping.
Yeah,
Please
ace
don't
queen
do
Yeah,
suited.
that
Yeah,
makes
I
sense
will
to
like that
me
too, though.
because like again keeping in dominated queens, queen jack, queen 10.
And then what? Ace 5 suited pure, ace 4 suited half.
A little bit, yeah,
Okay, something like that.
kind of spicy.
Greg, what's going on?
What do you mean?
A little more polar.
You don't have a diamond? You don't have a king? You don't have a 5?
I don't think he has a king either.
Hmm.
It's gonna be hard to get
What
this hand
about
to
him?
showdown though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
What about
He
him,
could.
Greg?
He definitely could. He could have all of.
Why are
those
you
things.
doing that?
No, go to
Why do you
showcatch.
hate this, Louis?
I don't think it's good.
We can check DTO here.
I think you need the 6 of diamond to do something.
I think on a paired board, it's okay to not have the suit, or it's a little more okay because you can still make a boat.
You don't
And they
close
can
the
make
I
a
eyes.
flush.
think it's important to remember you got a guy behind you.
Yes,
Yeah,
that
big
that
blind.
was
Yeah,
the
but
that
it's
was
a
the
big blind range.
takeaway.
Who
And it's
cares?
big blind.
Yeah, so I'm not a fan of this.
Wait,
Oh,
I think this is fine. This is actually the dream. Like, this is why you don't want to have the diamond. Like, you just got the dream, the 1-out dream.
Yeah.
Oh, well, if you know you're going to get the 6, then it's okay.
I mean, then it's fine, right? Like you just gotta have it.
look at DTO.
Just gotta have faith.
I was gonna say I've made this call sometimes when like they bet like one big blind or something absurd like that, and it's so small that I'm like, I have odds to set mine to the turn, basically, if you
But
give me some
but
implied odds.
but I mean, like the bet for like what was 30, like
It's a
33%?
king 5 board and we have pocket sixes. How do we want to fold? I'm so confused.
Because we don't have a
Three
diamond.
ways is the
It's three
thing.
ways and we don't have a
It's a
diamond.
big blind range behind us.
I mean, I've
not
made the
closing
play and
yet,
I'm
and-
arguing against it now.
But like, I mean,
Oh my
big
gosh,
blind's
I'm
fine
the
with
only one
king 4
defending it.
suited, king 7 suited, king 9, 10 off, king 9 off. I mean, he has hands.
His hands.
Yeah, he also has every other suited hand that exists.
No, I mean, I think sixes is kind of like close-ish. If
To be honest, I probably wouldn't fold the flop. I
we're
call
gonna have to,
once.
it's like we're kind of, if you're calling, you're kind of like need to station off sometimes on good turn cards, which is a little scary against low jack or whatever the eraser was.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's see what pair boards we have to choose from.
We almost have the one where I have quads.
There's one king, jack board.
Hmm.
Yeah, but it's not double.
Yeah, it's not flush draw, and it's
What
a
if
broad
we
draw, which
do
is
10-10-5? Is 10?
yeah, 10-10 is reasonable, but it still doesn't have
Yeah.
a flush draw.
Oh, that's true. Jack 7. Give us 8.
But I mean, we can look at it and try and like.
Could we ship this in HRC as well? I'll just buy HRC Pro and I'll run this in.
Ace 4 also doesn't have a flush draw, but yeah, I don't know. You gotta work with what you got. We can pick one and just kind of try and draw some principles.
Could we
I guess I would look at Jack 7.
Ace 4.
Okay. I mean, yeah, okay. Yeah, and let's see if we would continue with like pocket 5s. Well, 5s can make it straight. How about 6s here? Yeah. Button takes a stab. Let's check.
Not in range.
Not in range.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, why didn't you jam pre?
Yeah.
Did we talk about that?
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know why in jam pre.
With
Well,
a
the
little bit
big
of
blind has a lot of
ICM,
chips
it's
too.
kind of a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, against low jack, it's fine. I did one of these jams where like the whole table had 17 and like I had 35 and only one person had 35 and I was like, he just doesn't have a hand very often. It's like I can just jam here, and he had jacks.
Louis, can you look at 30? Since we're 30 effective with the big blind.
Yeah, I think that is reasonable.
Do we have
Ooh,
more
king
options
6-6,
now as
king
well?
6-6 with a flush draw.
Deuce, deuce. King 6-6 with a flush draw. How
Pretty good.
about that?
That's pretty much
King,
Wait.
5.
King
Oh no,
5.
king 5.
Yeah.
Bro,
Perfect.
Beautiful.
let's go.
Bonk.
Pog.
There we go.
It's calling, but this is deeper.
Yeah, now we're deeper with the better as well, right?
Dang it.
Something to consider.
But bounty. We drew the 6 and win up 1.
But also like it's kind of it cuts both ways with being deeper because he might just like jam some bluffs on the turn, which is kind of good for us. Our bluff catcher can then just like call and not have to play river.
Yeah, even the under pairs aren't folding, huh?
Yeah, but you want to have the club here, right? For
Um,
Do you
pocket
want to
nine.
have the club? Yeah.
Could
We'll
we
go
go to
back to
this?
sixes. I mean, that was
Yeah, go back to
deuces.
sixes. I'm pretty sure it's across the board.
Deuces is like very dusty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's merits to having it because then you make it less likely that it will hit, and then there's merits to not having it because you can make a boat when it does hit.
Yeah.
Right?
When they make the flush, it's pretty good.
I mean, this is the dream.
Oh my god, he just has king
Nice.
jack with a diamond.
You look, Louis, this is why you fucking cool.
Ooh.
Okay, see, this one I think is interesting. Yeah, like facing that three
Ooh.
bet. Is it just jam? Do we
I-
fold 4, and then if there's a bunch of action behind,
Or
do we just get out of the
60?
way?
I don't think I can.
Look how short the small blind is.
I think we're even allowed to flat a little bit on the button specifically. This is the one spot where we do see some flats of three bets, and like this might be the spot, guys.
I would
Yeah, I
I
make it
think
think so too.
15.
I like a flat on one.
Cold 4-bet, 15 big blinds. Thank you.
I think
Or
every
you could
option
even go
is fine
smaller. You could go
with
14 big
jacks.
blinds. Yeah.
Nice.
Ooh,
I think
big.
jam's fine because of the positions. Like
I mean, is that something we look up? Because it seems like cold 4-bet has so much more advantages.
That's definitely an HRC spot. That's so hard to.
But when you jam, you stack ace king.
Check, check. That makes sense.
Check back. Yeah.
Okay, happy days.
Tree.
Hmm.
I don't know about the check back though.
Yeah,
I should
think,
follow. I should follow through.
It's kind of the
here's-
worst.
yeah,
Half pot.
Yeah. Because now I have to guess
I
on
think
the
half pot's
river.
fine.
Now I have to guess on the river. I don't like that part.
Well, his size and
No, you have to call on the river then.
Yeah, well, he just has a
If you
lot that
check
can
turn.
keep calling you, like
I mean, I'm not.
including draws that are going to play perfectly against you on river that on turn are still just like happy to put money in.
I think you played it fine.
Bang.
I think.
Yeah, but I just like I want to keep some of our best aces in the betting range. Like you
I
can
don't know
check more
why
lower
Oh.
aces.
I shouldn't
I
have
like
called
this,
this.
Greg. Look that. No, it's fine. Look, you have a billion chips. You have to pay one to like occasionally hit trips or something.
That's
And you
true.
cover
color
both,
bonus
so
schedule.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I was looking.
I would just
I'm
say,
looking
like-
at it now, and I'm like, I don't know about it.
That's a little bit
Be-
questionable.
I just want a little
Just
something
be
going
ready
for
to
me.
fold when you make a deuce.
6-5-0,
Some stupid board.
6-4-0.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
We've got some 6 deuce off enthusiasts around here, but you know.
Flat.
Oh, you cool. I'd probably free bet.
Seems good.
A little bet here. Can't
Bet
really
one.
check.
I can't
Yeah.
check to the
No.
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 Come on.
Okay.
It's a range bet.
You've
board.
capped yourself. No.
Yeah. Now I cap myself. All right.
Yeah, just bet one.
Gamba.
Wow. Let's go.
Oh,
Oh man, this is great.
You gonna scoop it?
That's a great spot.
I scoop.
You got the one on the side.
Yeah, I got the side one. I didn't get the.
You got a side check.
That's too bad.
Let's go. We're cruising.
Mhm.
9-7-0.
river.
Oh my goodness.
I don't think I.
Is it bubble?
I think so. Or I think we're close. Have to be.
I feel like this is a bubble open.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. It definitely was. Because I was like, yeah, we're on the bubble. I think I'm gonna just pressure everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
And they all fold, so there you go. Little donking here, maybe.
So are
Do we
you on
dunk
the
here?
bubble or not,
That's a good flop.
Greg? Because if you're on the
Uh,
bubble and you're defending Jack 4 off, it's not ideal.
I don't remember at this point.
Maybe it was bubble, now it's
mean-
ITM.
I
It's
mean-
been a little
Yes.
bit.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
another two.
I think you're. I think that's. Yeah. I don't remember if this was a bubble or not.
Working
This
hard
might
in the
be,
corners, on the bubble. Oh no, it's not on the bubble. Oh, is it on the bubble? Oh.
No, I think it's very reasonable for it to have been bubble. Now it's popped, you know? All right. Now we
Now
put
it's
out a
pop,
little
we're
two
playing
chips.
Jack shit.
Well, the range
True.
Tim's then you're just fucking cool and everything. The
Let's
one he put in the
dance.
chat.
On one foot, on one hand, the other foot, the other hand. Let's go. Let's dunk here. Oh, Greg.
Yeah, you could donk a little bit.
I should have donked here.
Just the
I think I
master
don't-
You could
dunk.
check raise too. Maybe you're going
I think
for a check
I think
raise.
I donked turn though.
Okay, at least you
Yeah.
recognize that.
I just want to go a little bigger.
Yeah, me too.
I don't really want to give like ace king Like the idea that they can stick around.
You know what? When you say, I remember that hand a little bit. Yes, it was after the bubble had popped, and I remember thinking to myself after because I was playing another table, and I was like, oh, hey, I forgot to donk here after looking at it, and I was like, this is the perfect donk board. I don't know why I missed this. Because we've studied this like a jillion times.
Yeah.
A jillion.
A jillion. A gillion.
Nitty, he checks top
Yeah.
pair on King 553. Nitty.
Mm-hmm.
I jam him.
Ooh, what do you want to
Yeah,
do here?
jamming's
like a
okay.
flat.
Although you remove access to the 8 big blind.
Excuse
You kind of
me?
want 8 big blind to get in there with bullshit.
Did you say you're jamming here? Wait, that's
I
crazy.
think I call. I don't remember.
I think jamming
I
is
think
fair,
jamming
like
is crazy.
Chip EV,
I think it's
but
3-bet or flat.
I think it's always a flat.
Yeah. I
Solver's
wouldn't.
gonna 3-bet a little bit, but
I
yeah,
want
I'm
small
happy with
blind to
flatting.
go. I want small blind to go crazy here.
Yeah, with like,
Exactly.
I would
ace-5
mainly
off or
3-bet in
something.
this formation myself. I would mainly 3-bet because I want to present an uncapped range to the cutoff so that when small blind jams, he's not just gonna rejam everything in my face. It's kind of a Galen
But that's what you
strat.
want, right? That he's
I mean,
gonna rejam
it's
everything.
higher variance. I don't typically like the higher variance lines. Like, I don't want to induce cutoff to rejam Jack 10 suited in my face here. I'd much rather him fold it and not have to take that flip.
That's fair.
So if I can 3-bet, I mean, even if I go 3-bet, the small blind rejams like and cutoff sitting there with Jack 10, he's not gonna click fold, right? He's gonna call or jam anyway. But
So
I don't
80
know. Maybe
20,
there's some hands in range, right? Where
80 20, 80% call, 20% 3-bet. Never jam.
okay, but that's like in a vanilla at Chip EV.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is PKO in the money. It's stuff changes. I don't
But
know
also, like,
how
I
though.
think we get more value from small blind if we flat. Like, I mean, if you do 3-bet ahead of him, is he still getting it in with deuces? I'm kind of like, I'm not that excited to get in deuces with 8 big blinds against 3-bet, versus raise call. Like, I'm jamming deuces
Bruh,
all
if
day
it
long.
goes raise call and I have deuces, I'm folding. I'm folding. What? That's a punt, Tim.
Okay, but how about if it's raise
Sorry,
3-bet?
buddy.
He's definitely not getting it.
I think the bottom is like fives for him anyway.
Fives, yeah.
So, and then like, I don't know.
But do we lose those exact hands if it's raised 3-bet?
Probably, yeah. If it's
Yeah.
raised 3-bet, he's gonna start folding like sevens and under, I guess. Like,
Yeah, sevens. Yeah, exactly feels like. I don't know. Weird hand.
I think both are good. Flat, I mean, flat is always gonna be competitive. Flat is the safe choice. I don't know if 3-bet will be a thing, but I'll mix it in there.
Wait, but we think we're in the money, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, jam is kind of interesting. I don't know.
So yeah.
I think it's too punty though.
I don't know if we're in the money or anything. So
Let's say we are.
This one, I
10%.
believe we are.
So the opener had 30 and we covered. And then there was a shorty behind. If we can find something kind of like that.
I've got a kind of interesting one, actually.
35.
You want to see it?
Okay, Tim.
It's
Yeah.
not perfect. Wait, but we're covering.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, I don't have it. I have one where we have 25, but cutoff covers us.
Louis, if you go back to where you were and you sort by cutoff.
average is 20. So I don't think sorting through 100 big blinds of stacked up is great. I agree. 100%.
You could look at
Big
that.
Sorry,
The 22.
I'm harassing my kid.
Next one. It's not the most horrible. 22, 26, 13, 18. Like 2 up from where you are.
So it goes like it's cut off open, right? And then we're just the button.
Right. Yep. Okay, so at 20 it is jamming, looks like.
I just put another one in the
Yeah,
chat.
and that
where
makes
we're
more
facing-
sense, right?
Where we're 25 facing 40.
25 facing 40.
Yep. With 10 big
On the
blinds in the
chat.
small blind.
Yeah, it doesn't have many flats. It only has raises here. Yeah. It's like
That one's also jamming. Mixing what? Tim jamming what? 3-bet small?
No, 3-bet huge, like 24 big blinds.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It's the like,
Okay.
but not all in, all in.
I mean, okay, maybe jam is a thing here
And
then, given those
hold
two.
up. I wanna have my I don't know, cards back. If in this sim, cut off flat, button flat, small blind, calls with deuces, jams 5s plus. So they're in.
Calls with deuces, jams 5 off what stack?
Off 10.
Off 10.
It's set mine in deuces for 10.
I don't know, man.
Okay.
Whereas,
Yeah,
yeah,
but they're
we
still not
jam.
jamming deuces.
No, they're jamming
But
5.
calling off 10 there is pretty funny.
Yeah. Button, if we jam, then small blind
Yeah,
is calling 7. Like we
Wait, that's what I
said.
said. I said 5s.
Yeah. Figured.
All right, so we nailed it.
I did not.
We nailed it.
Great.
But
Would you
potentially
barreling?
jam pre
Which is-
even for 30 here.
Greg.
I don't have a good reason.
Bet small or check, I'd say.
Yeah, you could bet medium-ish even, but
Over
Is that
betting
an
here
over?
is
That's an overbet.
it's not a thing.
No, it's definitely not a thing.
You had the read, you just knew you were good. You want to max from ace-6.
It also just like sets up the worst river SPR. Like there's gonna be
Yeah.
12 big blinds behind and a 45 big blind pot.
Yeah.
every
now you
time
get-
you've
now
done
what?
that, Greg, you got punished.
You have
I-
to cool
I-
down though.
Yeah.
You haven't
I
got
think you do,
away with
that's what I'm
one of
wondering.
these. Why
I
are
have
you
not
still
gotten one of
trying?
these.
Greg,
Is he
why are
just
you
gonna have
still-
like ace-5 of spades? That'd be hilarious.
The-
Yeah,
the-
flick it in and win, right?
So I remember the reason why I did this. It's not a good one. But
Okay.
so we're not. So it's a double flush board, right? I'm putting him specifically. He could have a 10 here, right? Like that's very much like a possibility.
Yeah.
But I think it could be like ace 5 or the ace X that is suited here, possibly spades or hearts, and I don't block either of those, right? So that's we don't have a connected. I mean, we have a straight, but the straights that he has aren't there. So I overbet, representing that I have the 10 and that I was just trying to protect my 10. The problem is that he,
You don't
he just
have a
rips it
10.
in my face. I don't, and he just rips it in my face. So now, now I'm in trouble. And I don't remember what he shows up to the river with, but this is not great.
My man.
Let's find out.
Yeah, this is a bit punty, Greg.
I'm afraid.
I'm afraid
to
too.
call.
Greg's a knower. Here we go. Oh,
He just has the nuts.
He just has the
the
nuts.
nuts.
Just the nuts, man. Just the nuts.
not a knower.
Okay.
He was supposed to have 5 deuce of spades. Oh wait, we'd lose to that too.
We would lose to that as well.
But
Dang it.
There's
gods
not
are
many
forgi-
hands. There's not many hands that we beat here, right?
Yeah,
Ogre
this
gods
this
forgave
is
you in
where
this
you make the
tournament.
mistake. That's
Yes.
not necessary. Right.
Yeah, that is not necessary. 100%. I could have lost way less.
Yeah, you've played some big pots with
Garbage, yes.
Well,
Agreed.
what I'm seeing a lot is actually some big plots with showdown value where you probably see the showdown instead of taking aggressive action when there's worse hands which are better for this reason to be aggressive with.
Mhm.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I would say the same thing. And you don't necessarily lose stacks
Well, not
like
in
ace
the
9
king
suited
10
against
one.
aces, and you don't necessarily lose stacks against that straight as well because people are so nitty. Like he might not
Yeah.
even value bet river after it pairs. He's like, what if he has a boat?
That's fair.
And then you get to take your 7s to showdown and you beat, his ace highs,
Yeah.
king highs sometimes. And conversely, like if you're mainly trying to get like called by a six or protection from like ace high, king high, you don't have to bet very big to do that. Like ace jack is not that excited to call you for a second barrel on 10, 6, 3 deuce.
Like half pot will be fine, right? You can
Yeah,
have
yeah,
a
about half
half
pot.
pot size.
Right. I agree.
Greg, why would you bet here?
Do I
Is
bet?
this three-way?
Oh, I bet in
No,
the
it
middle of
says
the
up.
same.
It says up.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Because the
Flop.
cards are still.
Yeah, flop goes check, check. And then on the turn, Greg goes for a bet
um,
on the ace.
Yeah, we'll check here.
I don't
yeah,
like the
it's
bet here.
no, it's
It's
not a
cut
good
off,
bet.
yeah.
Now,
I like the river.
If you make the nuts on a river.
now you need to pot it. Now it's a good spot to overbet.
You can
Greg.
also check still.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're blocking bet. I find people raise my block bets here sometimes. And it lets
Yeah,
you
probably
value
every
bet.
option
Like
is fine.
nice.
you can like
On the
value bet a
overbet
set for the
here,
small size.
that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure about blocking. I think check would make
Jeez.
Nice
Yeah,
Oh,
one.
that's very good then.
He didn't believe you.
He did not.
Yeah. It's
He
scavenging.
saw the
Oh,
seven signs,
Greg,
man.
Greg,
He
Greg.
saw the sevens exactly. He
I
saw
would
the
fold
sevens.
here for sure.
Greg, what are you doing?
Punting.
I love your
You gotta
answers.
fold three-way. What's
That's
the
so
bottom here?
quick.
Three-way. Queen nine?
Queen eight.
Queen
Yeah,
nine. It's
maybe
supposed to
Queen
be
eight,
it's
yeah.
supposed to be queen eight, queen 10. Yeah, it's not supposed to be queen six. That's for fucking sure. Yeah, I'd not do anything well here.
Oh, at least
I think
you
you.
don't.
I
You
I
don't.
did the fold.
At least you don't lose 10 more
True.
this time.
This time.
This time.
Okay. See, offsuit eights. I think you want to limp a little bit here. But okay, it's fine.
Yeah. Probably just wanted to
Oh,
limp.
your first small blind jam that your life doesn't get destroyed.
True. I did not. My life did not get owned here.
Yeah.
I think I free bet the queen nine.
Yeah,
We
just
talk- we-
about to ask.
We talked about this. Yes, you're most likely supposed to three bet this queen nine here.
Are we?
I think so.
EP, queen nine?
Let's look it up.
Yeah, I think it's good. It's probably like suited eight, suited nines.
Yeah, suited eight, suited nine, stuff like that. I remember LP like literally Lewis was literally on top of me about this. Why didn't you three bet your queen nine?
Lewis. It was gonna be like three betting pre-flop and then checking flop.
We're out.
Dude, you could have tripled off.
Could have.
Coulda.
Could have.
Okay.
We learned.
Wait, did we just fold king jack offsuit to a rejam?
Yes.
Yep.
He could have had king 10.
I just got yelled at about this.
You could have scammed. He could have king queen and you could get there.
That's fair.
You raise four deuce sometimes here.
I mix between.
No.
I'm just folding free, no?
I think you can just open fold, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
either. Yeah.
This short, I mean,
I would open fold. Yeah.
Do you think we're
I
at last
mean,
5%
no.
of the tournament?
Sorry, we're covered.
min raise.
Yeah, we're covered. Min raise.
Fold to jam.
Oh, look at
And
that.
he's always gonna jam.
He's always gonna jam.
Ooh.
If you had like
Yeah, this
small
wasn't.
white's gonna jam.
Yeah, small
in the
blind.
ace deuce hand, what do you do with like ace five off?
Open jam?
Fold.
Just open rip?
I think so, right?
Yeah. But there's a trick, man. Ace deuce, no. Ace three, no.
Right.
Ace four,
Right.
ace five, yes. Ace six,
two.
no.
Okay.
Ace seven
Yeah.
then.
Ace seven, yes.
Yes.
Ace seven jam.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
put a
okay.
small blind strat in the chat.
Oh.
Yeah, this was not.
Ooh.
I thought there was
I
a
would
potential.
fold personally.
I thought there was a potential that he might just like not have a hand, but then I realized after I clicked the call button that he's gonna jam any two anyway. So this was a losing strategy for sure. Don't do this. Don't
The
try this
small
at home.
blind, you mean?
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
nice.
Oh, look at this. Wait, you got it through.
Ooh, bet it. Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, when it goes check.
When I
you
when
can
I go
still
check,
bet like.
You might lose to a better
Yeah.
7 though.
That's
Double
fair.
flush draw.
Oh my
Win.
gosh, how do you have this pot?
I
There's
think
no
you're going to
way.
get called by enough ace high to maybe make that worthwhile. How big was that bet?
Oh,
This
Uh,
pot.
This
seven.
pot.
pot.
6 big blinds.
So why the sizing? That strikes me as a lot.
It was all in.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I jammed.
With the 7, it was
And
all
I'm
in.
sorry, I didn't see your stack size. Yep.
Yeah,
No,
I
no,
kinda
no, no.
want to jam king jack off here, right?
I would rip. I don't think it's an
Yeah.
open.
I
So
want to just rip it.
okay, this is just a syndrome of me not knowing any better. I thought that this was one of those hands that you could represent with like as like a stronger holding, right?
It's
So
close. I'm looking at a chart and it has you ripping this and you raise fold king 10 off.
okay, that's what I thought this would fall in that same bucket, right?
Yeah, sure.
But yeah.
I'm putting a range in the chat as well.
He makes it so tiny.
I mean, it's
He makes
fine. It
he
just
makes it so
sucks.
tiny. It just sucks. Like
Yeah,
I'm
it
like,
sucks.
oh. By the way, the button there, that's Galen. He's a cockroach. He's gonna hang around for like 20 years. Like now I'm in hell, right?
Oh,
Like
fuck.
yeah, this is
What do we do turn if he jams? Like,
fold, I think.
Nice bluff.
Thank you.
Low jack on 14. Maybe you have some jams. I'm not sure. Easy jam.
I don't think so. I think it should go off here.
No,
Try to lure in a call, no?
no,
Half
because
pot?
you're gonna want to jam with your bluffs, jam with your value, I think.
I think jamming is good too. Double flush draw board, all the bluffs gonna jam here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Booty time.
We got so lucky. Oh my God. So and this is where the momentum swings from here.
He's about to hit every flop.
I'm about to hit
What
every
happens
flop.
here if the guy with 7 jams? I guess we pay.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Here we go.
Here it comes. The church.
Is this guy coming too?
the pressure?
No.
Because she's jumping on you.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Greg. Okay, it's a jam. It's a jam. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Actually, you might even be able to jam pre with even with the small blind having 20. It's probably punty. Raise.
To Danny.
This is better.
Kids,
This is better. This is better.
Kids, don't
This is
listen to
better.
Danny.
No, we're too deep. We're too deep. We're too deep. It's Chippy V. My brain
Take
is in
it
the wrong
easy.
place. Yeah, it's fine.
He's gonna hit top pair.
You can start min raising, by the way. You don't have to go 2.2.
I know. It's a bad thing that I do. I just click the button sometimes and I don't think about other things. Just click
But
the
it's
raise button.
fewer buttons to click.
I
Oh,
know.
but you have too many tables.
I say we click
Yeah,
a big
yeah.
button here, half pot or more. What do you guys say?
I don't remember what I do. I think it's. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a
I
half
like
pot.
a half pot. Yeah,
Big bet.
3-ish.
Bigger than that.
Bigger than that.
Going
That
for your
yes.
40% thingy.
Yeah, I went
Yeah.
for the 40%
I
thing.
mean, it's better than 25%, that's for sure.
Hunting are you, Greg, with your ace-4 offsuit?
I'm greedy.
You said this
This
is
is
my
fine.
money. And
Wait,
No.
what did you do? Did you jam?
No.
no, you make it
Oh,
4.
4 chips. Okay. Huh.
He menacingly made it 4.
Probably more than you need to, right? Like, wouldn't like 3
A
or
3
even...
would have done. 3 would have done it. 3 for the
Yeah,
ISO
probably
would have
3 is
done it.
good. Yeah. Okay. It's okay.
I actually gained chips.
Ooh.
Yeah. This becomes the sun run.
Yes, that's what I want to see.
Ace-6
Just keep going.
offsuit.
He's
Another gun.
not
Look
gonna
at your
stop,
stack
man.
compared to
He's not
everyone
gonna stop.
else. Oh my gosh.
What is Greg gonna
Everyone
do?
has 2 chips and you have
Oh,
50.
he's gonna call. He's gonna see the
Just
booty.
fold because you have them so crushed. Like, you have no need to gamble here whatsoever.
There's no reason for me to
This is
Greg is
probably
a
a theory
booty.
fold anyway. With
Greg,
It's yep.
what are
Greg
you
is a
gonna
booty
do?
man.
I'm a booty man.
Please fold.
Yeah, I
Greg.
knew it.
Please
I
fold.
knew it. He's a booty man.
Please fold.
All right,
Dude.
Danny.
Oh my god.
Plot twist. You
Yes.
see this button here? That's flop. All right. That's turn. That's river. And these buttons wouldn't be here if Greg wasn't a big punter.
Am I lagging?
Oh my god. You're not lagging, I don't think. I hear you.
Come on, hit the 3. Come on.
This surely this is a fold, like
Yeah, it is.
I
3.
mean, even if
Yes.
we had like 100 chips there.
I knew we needed 3. Come on, baby.
Get it fixed, man. Come on. This is terrible.
For all the good
You have
suggestions
every
you're
chip
getting
in the
here,
tournament and you're calling off
for all the good
20% of your
suggestions you're getting
stack.
here, you are definitely the master of luck boxing. This is
Yes, I
mean, I couldn't do this.
First off, I never said I was good. I just said I was lucky. Second off, see step 1.
This is the thing. This might be okay. I don't know. I think it might be a thing, but you just don't need to do it. That's how I feel. Okay. Small one.
Mm-hmm.
Checking down there seems fine, I guess.
Greg.
Yeah. I don't know. Are we ever gonna win there with AC when we checked it down?
9-10.
I don't know.
This could hurt.
Greg.
This was from
What's going on?
Guy must have a big bounty.
This guy had like a $40 bounty.
But you had 9-10.
But we're under the gun 1. Oh my. Okay. I mean, that's all right. If you're gonna play, I guess that's the play.
A little bit questionable here, Greg.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my god.
Don't you think we're deep enough to where we want to just keep our stack and not worry about going for crazy hunts?
Yeah, that I shouldn't have gone on this crazy hunt. But here, yeah. This is not good.
It's gonna work out.
There's a 9.
Unfortunately, it is.
Queen. 9. Okay.
It's enough.
Is it?
No.
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 No. Greg, you're hunting it wrong.
Yes, I should be using more legitimate hands.
Man, you
And like our
there were some
like future
hands that
game is
didn't
pretty
need to
bad when we
happen.
like give our chip to that guy with like 10-9-0 because now he covers us and he's on our
Yep.
left. Like a lot of
Yes.
bad things happen there.
Yes. And I acknowledge, like I said, I did not review this so I could show off how well I played.
No,
You know,
it's legit.
this is just like a situation where it was a learning experience. Because like I don't know, I don't really play PKOs like at all, if ever. And
Greg. Do you defend here?
I don't know. I don't remember. Right now?
Yes.
Probably not.
Why not?
When in because I have it because he holds all the kings.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but I
Bad
think I do.
implied odds there.
Yeah,
right?
I'm guessing that I do, which is not great. Still.
So maybe we could consider folding here. It could be good. All right.
Yeah, could be.
I think king 9 or king 8. King 8 maybe. King 9 should be the offsuit bottom as you're like as risk premium climbs versus UTG.
Got a block here, right?
I think I just check. Maybe I go for
throw a chip out there.
Maybe. No, I just check. He throws a call.
Mm.
And I lose to the better hand.
I think throwing one chip out yourself will be more profitable.
Oh my goodness, Greg.
Oh, that's tougher. Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, you're going for it, right?
Bro. I might go with
covered
this.
two
I might
guys.
go
You
with
go
this.
for it.
This is reasonable, surely.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it's pretty reasonable.
Yeah,
Like the first guy's in with 3 big blinds. Button doesn't need a lot of hand to go with here. Like can Button have king 10 suited, king 9 suited?
We're getting late in this game.
Well, it's probably going with any ace. Right?
It's gambly, but it's reasonable.
I think it's super reasonable. And even if if Button shows you ace 10 off, you're not devastated, right? Like,
it's probably good. Like you're probably supposed to do this. If
I
had
agree.
to take a swing at equilibrium.
Yeah, and like this is the kind of situation where like you're just so live.
Yep.
And now you gotta hit. Hope. Oh,
we
we hit.
Oh,
Don't do it.
It's a sweat.
Gotta fade.
Don't do it.
Gotta fade.
Don't do it.
Greg. Oof.
Nice.
Oof.
And we just hold.
Such a
A
sweat.
3
Greg.
and ace. Well, a 3 wouldn't have been that
Sweat.
bad.
It was definitely a sweat.
Oh,
Oh man.
you got
That's
our
a big
call.
jam.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. Gamble time again.
Yeah, I call.
It's too good, right?
Uh-oh.
I think I would let this one go.
Please show me fives.
Now he's
With,
gonna
like,
show like
this-
ace 4 suited the genius. Watch
Pocket
it.
five. King queen. Pocket
I think the
fives. King
ICM
queen.
is
Let's
brutal
go.
on us here because there's like 4 stacks that are around 30-ish, and there's the 3 short stacks. Like ICMs are rough.
Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah.
You say full here,
Dude,
sometimes?
his jam. Wait, that can't be. Is that right? That can't be right.
No, it's a horrible jam.
7
It's really
bottom?
bad. He's shooting the bed.
He should
there
flat,
there
right?
must be
Or 3 bet
jams,
small.
Or 3, maybe
No,
3 bet small. All
just
right, I'm
flat.
pulling up a sim. 7 players. I
I
won't
think
find
it's
the
fine when
exact.
he's covering like the both remaining stacks, and you only have like 11 big blinds, so it's
No,
a
no,
third
no,
of the
no,
I
stack.
no.
think we're.
Oh
Greg,
no,
do
no,
you know
no,
how
he has
deep
40.
Final,
Sorry.
final 3 tables.
Yeah,
four
final. This
tables?
is like final 3 tables.
Yeah, it'll be
Final
nice.
three.
to
Oh, I
see
thought
if
this was
there's
final 1 table.
No.
Oh, okay, that changes things.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
sorry.
Look at this.
Oh.
Let's look at this.
Yeah, sorry. I was like,
Yeah,
I
okay.
was wrangling my kid.
No,
Okay,
no.
final table. This would be pretty insane to me.
That would be nuts. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Final table. This call off would also be pretty.
I would
insane.
not. I would not.
That's
be
what I was saying.
calling
I
this.
didn't like the call off on a final
No,
table.
I get to the
like, wait for a better
FT.
spot.
I get to the FT as the overwhelming chip leader, and I don't let anybody else play poker after that.
Nice.
No poker after dark.
No, 0.
Okay, yeah, final 3 tables. It's a call. Small blind. He can shove king queen O here, according to Sim.
Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
What is this? This
I don't-
seems tough. I would.
I don't
fold,
remember
think.
what this is.
For like 6 big blinds? I don't know.
I don't
Man,
know.
maybe
Seems
gonna have to
close.
one.
But that small
I think
blind
it's a
range is
call.
going to be pretty good, right? Pretty good range. Pretty tight.
Yeah,
Maybe
that-
not if we're opening a lot. I don't know. Either way, probably doesn't matter that much.
Yeah, exactly.
I would fold.
We still.
I think we need to play
Would I
because
fold?
we
I think I would
just
fold.
6 big blinds more here.
Yeah, I think we need to chip it in.
But sometimes you're dead. They have like tens and ace king and you're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, you were dead pre-flop here. Like you hit the 5 actually, but you need to
Yeah.
hit both of your pairs or like trip 5s. Which is part of the argument to fold, right? But I don't know how often you're
Just
actually
as
dead
big.
like that.
You play for 2 bounties.
Dude, do you know what your equity is there pre? You have like 5% against those
Yeah.
2 hands. You're
Yeah.
absolutely torched.
I know. That's still 6 bigs, right?
But I know you don't always see those 2 hands, right? Of course. So it's maybe okay. Like
This
we're
is a
saying
fold.
before.
It's supposed to be.
I don't like your
This is
call
a
here, Greg.
fold.
I don't
I
like
think
it.
it's a
This
fold,
way.
yeah.
Cutoff jam.
Yeah,
I'm very-
Yeah, I
is
think
the
it's a
call with
fold.
Jack 10 suited?
I'm very live. I think against his jamming range.
Yeah, I mean,
He's
he has
jamming like
he
king
has hands. You're
nines
like
and stuff,
almost
right?
50%. He has like a lot of like he has A7, A6, A5,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
That's kind of that's where
Think-
my brain.
think
That's where
you
my
need
brain is
This
at.
Like slightly better.
Yeah. This class of hand that you have makes an excellent jam and a terrible call off. Like the
Right.
7-8 suiteds of the world are like they're not really calling off that often.
Yeah.
But they're
okay.
very nice jams.
All right.
Wow.
So
So yeah,
So this
worst
one, I
suited
don't know, it's
connector would be
close.
Jack 10 suited, you think, or
probably
9,
right.
10?
9,
I would
10.
say
think so,
Jack
10,
10.
but this 9, 10. Yeah, probably Jack 10.
I'm looking it up. He
I
has
don't know.
8 big blinds
I
and
think
cutoff.
Jack 10 is
Yeah, he
definitely
has
in there, I think.
He has 8 big blinds on cutoff. Final 3.
10, it's 7. And 9 is probably indifferent.
It is a call.
Okay.
Oh yeah, here?
How low do we go?
Like
8,
7,
6
6?
suited.
8, 6?
6? Okay. So
Ah,
I guess we're short enough where it's okay.
you sure?
I thought these hands didn't love calling off.
What?
Feels spicy, but okay.
Okay, I'm never calling with 8, 6
I mean, it's a bounty. 9-8 suited is gonna have decent equity against late position jam.
And
That's
that's
the
final
thing.
3 tables you're looking, Tim, right?
That's final 2. I ran it's final 2. I wasn't sure if we had gone another
Good
table.
enough.
So,
It might have
Yeah.
been an extra
No,
table.
good enough.
and I'll check that his bounty's not huge. He has a 50 bounty, and other people at the table have 150, 200, 500 in the sim. So that's
Oh.
a small bounty.
What is average stack in that sim?
35.
Oh, yeah, I think average here might be a bit low, like
Sure, but
looking at
I
our
mean,
table at least.
it gives an idea.
25, but yeah, still.
Because that's gonna affect things. If the average is like actually 20 and not 35, then it's gonna be a bigger deal to call off 9 chips, right? 8 chips. You're
Right?
calling off half an average
Why?
stack instead of a quarter of one.
King 5.
Okay,
It's kind
yeah.
of a bigger deal. Yeah.
Yeah, I can find another one where we have, but then I find one where we have 13 and we fold.
It
But
is a prank.
13 is nothing. I mean, that's so
Okay.
short.
Well, your prank sucks, Greg.
Yeah.
It's just a prank.
It sucks.
It's just a prank.
You get punished every time. You haven't got to see one where you got away with it.
That's fair.
I mean,
That's fair.
geez, Greg.
That's GG for you, man. They're good at punishing. I don't know.
I want
what
to
it
see
is.
your HUD stats.
Mine, I think I have like 27 VPIP at this point.
He's
That's
a
not that
fake net.
crazy.
He's a
No.
fake net.
I'm a fake nit?
Yeah. You're
Oh.
supposed to be a net, but now you're opening king 5 off, so you're no longer a net. Or a fake
was-
net.
When was I supposed to be a nit?
Based on the number.
Oh.
Although 27 is not a nit VPIP. Or a PFR VPIP. I don't know.
VPIP.
See?
27
Look
VPIP.
at you,
That's
Greg.
reasonable. Oh,
Look at you.
there he goes again. He's
There
got
I
the
go.
blocker.
Oh, ace 4 off under the gun.
Final 2 tables, all the chips. We're
Yeah.
final 2 now, right?
Punished
We
again.
consolidated.
Just immediately
Every time.
Just immediately.
Every little time, Greg, that, it's because they can sense fear,
Oh, can they? They can smell it?
So whenever you do something like that, they know it. It's like the water isn't perfectly like steady,
2.5.
I don't remember what it's maybe
Ah,
two.
Greg.
Two.
Wow.
It's a little too attractive of a
Yeah.
price, I think.
My
Two is too
man, you
attractive.
don't need to do that. Do you ever fold?
No.
But actually,
Yeah.
Louis, I think, I think here it's okay to open incredibly wide.
Yeah, but 6 deuce. You know, you can go wide, but
Yeah,
the
incredibly
super
wide.
junk, I'm not happy with that.
Okay. Yeah, probably fold is
Mhm.
The super duper
safe.
junk, I'm like this is better, right? Because at
Yes.
least, no.
Yeah.
And
Trying.
shall we note punished
Woo!
again?
Got him.
Here, you got
You
one through
finally
first
got
time.
Got
one,
him.
I
Greg.
got
Woo!
him. We did it. We
Woo!
did it.
One
Let's
out of
look at
10
it again
times it
because
worked.
it took
That proves the
82
point.
Show us again.
million
Come
for
on.
Duke to get still one button. Welcome to online poker. $5 game, you get one button every 80 hands that you play. And hell, you didn't get check raise or nothing, man. It's clean. As clean as it gets. Alright.
Oh, look, a reasonable hand.
This is one of those really weird ones where I would think you're supposed to check call here every single time, and I've looked this spot up and it's a fold, and I was so confused. I'm like, I have 2 overcards. How can I fold? But it's a fold.
I don't
I don't
remember
get
what
it.
I do.
I like raising.
I wouldn't blame you for continuing
I don't hate
whatsoever.
raising.
Yep.
I would
Let's
prefer
check
to
the
raise than
theory
call.
and make sure I'm not capping. Because I could be capping, but I've seen like this exact spot and it was a fold and my mind was blown because I called and I hit a jack and I won the hand. And then I was like, oh, I'm a fish. Oh,
Tough one with
or let's not check.
aces.
I
feel like the
just
small three bet's
so
pretty transparent.
yeah, so I just flat and I have to hold on for my butt here. I definitely yeah, yeah.
There you go.
Jam it.
Oh, just
No, actually, I
get
don't
it
know
in.
what's best. Wait.
This is,
Oh
I
my
know
God.
that you know
Without a
that
club,
I
just get it
know
in.
that
Did
you
you
know,
know?
but you don't
I would
really
jam
know.
because they don't take this line with enough bluffs. Yeah,
He
yeah,
has
I like
he has
this.
jacks.
It's a flush
It's so
draw.
clean.
No, he
Yeah,
has jacks.
pocket tens there.
Jacks.
No, he has jacks.
Flush draw.
And
Well
what was the
played.
pre-flop? What was the pre-flop action on aces?
He called.
We just
I
called.
called.
Little trapperoo.
I think it's great because the EV of call and 3-bet small are very, very close. And it's so hard to balance 3-bet small. You're just going to get a lot of folds when you have
Well,
it.
so I'm on a mission to um find places to fast play aces a little bit more because I feel like, I mean, he got it in after the flop as well, but I think like people just have value and are willing to go with it and are more likely to get deterred by scared cards versus like they don't generally just like bluff off, like as they're supposed to. So like
I think it's very
you're
good,
like
Tim, because
the
we're
slow play
very
branch of the
short.
So
game
you
tree
mean
just
on the
like
flop,
loses
Tim,
EV.
right?
In all spots, like facing three bets and four bets when you're deep as well, like just like a little bit more pushing the action because like I think it like
We're
often.
so short here.
But
Yeah, I
flatting
mean, I'm
pre,
okay
I
with
think,
it.
is quite strong here. I think it's very good.
So the reason why I was asking, and this is, it doesn't qualify here because it's a flat, but I find that on lower textured boards like that, the villains are gonna try to punish a C bet more often. I think
All right.
it's not like people are underdoing that.
Yeah. So that was this is FT. That was like FT bubble, by the way. I was
Yeah, exactly. That's
like
why
I was so fucking scared. This is like one before FT. Because we get to the FT next.
Got it.
Yeah.
That's Chapelier.
Yes.
Conversely, if I had like
Beautiful.
ace-3 off there, I think it would be a great small 3-bet spot because you'll get just a ton of credit.
So that
And then you
guy.
cry
My
when the guy
sim says keep three betting aces.
Okay.
Yeah, but look at the EV of calling. It's going to be close, right?
Yeah, but Sim does
No,
not know
it's-
how to run as
it's-
lucky as this guy.
It's
True.
not terrible, but it's 3.4 versus 3.7% of table share. So I mean, it's a real difference.
Yeah, okay. Probably a spot where we can have some larger sizes.
I don't
But
remember
against
what I
small
do.
blind, yeah, I think, I don't know. Maybe against small blind, you don't
Against-
size up this kind of board.
I think against
You
small
just wanna
blind, you
go, like-
size up way more than you usually do. I don't know if that's true on an FT though.
What does the larger size do for you?
Well,
Generates
their
more
range
folding.
begins as more condensed, so they don't have as much junk you can target with the small size. So the idea is you'll bet less often and more polar. Because they're gonna have a lot of 10x in their call range. They're gonna have some like mid pairs that are over pairs to the 6, right? But under the 10. They'll have some suited stuff, some ace wheel stuff. I would tend to just c-bet third, but our hand kind of doesn't hit this at all, so
No.
it's a bit dicey. But on an FT, you're gonna get more, like, they're gonna struggle, right? You're gonna get more folds than you maybe should in theory, because they want to preserve. So I think stabbing third can't be too bad on the flop. And now, like,
When
I
he
don't know what to do
leads,
now.
when he leads, I'm like, this is weird, man.
I really don't mind just folding, but calling is probably fine or good. We hit a pair. Yeah, folding seems fine. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. How many bluffs will he really have?
Yeah.
It's just some pocket eights thing trying to protect, right? Jack 10.
I see.
¿Por qué no turn lead?
Yeah, it seems like a good spot for turn lead.
It is a good spot for a turn lead. I
I
don't
guess
know.
after small flop, and he has some 10x, quite some 10x in his range as well.
Sure.
You can mix in
Yeah.
some checks with trips.
Yeah, but he's
Or
got
worse
like he's
than
got
as
jacks,
well.
he's got queens, he's got ace queen, he's got ace jack. Like he's just got a lot of hands that can pass.
All the kings.
Yeah, weak
Yeah,
king,
check's
of
probably
course.
fine.
Everything.
We are squeezing. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it
Seems
seems
good.
fine. You could maybe take it
Yeah.
down one big blind on final table,
Yeah, it should have been
I like
7.
this size.
but I
I
think
would
it's
go a
not bad.
little bigger though. Do you
Mm,
make
There's
not
two
on-
7?
players and we're out of position, and they have 45 chips. I think 8 or 9 is fine.
Who is advocating for a smaller raise there?
I might take it down one,
Why, Tim?
Tim, here. I think with ICM pressure, you just get you get more work done. It's like, the
Same
Chippy V
result.
would say that it's like, that they have like profitable calls, but they just don't. I'll see what Wizard is using in similar spots. It was like low jack and button or something.
That the small blind position really warrants bigger bets. So even if you're moderating that a little bit because you're stacking their position, this just didn't seem like it was that bad.
Okay, yeah, Wizard's using 8 there. I'm probably using 7 in game, so it's
It was under the gun 1, I think, Tim, not low jack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, same idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Yeah. 8
That's
seems
really
good. Yeah, sure. This seems fine.
Mm-hmm.
Seems good.
So in this PKO structure at the final table, is it fair to assume that
Nice flop.
Nice flop.
Sorry, Jeff.
Go ahead.
Is it fair to assume that the bounties don't really influence play that much?
No, they do not. They do.
Final
they,
table, not at all.
They play way less.
They tweak some stuff.
And there's the factor that it's like people think there's more ICM than there is here because there's something of a winner take all component.
Mm-hmm.
Because the bounty, the last bounty is so big.
Yeah, exactly, because all the last bounties go to the last person. So you often find a very large first prize, which like incentivizes people to ignore ICM a little bit compared to a flatter structure.
Correctly, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Edit.
What happened in this so far?
I
I
raised.
didn't see. Can you go back to pre?
Yeah,
Raising is
also
good. Raising is very good. You want to raise the
I love
absolute
that.
trashiest
Yeah,
trash. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Good.
Very nice
Great
hand.
start. Interesting. Yeah, I wonder what the
Seems-
theory size here is for if we're gonna see bet. on 955.
Well, it's small, right? Because I mean, it's a paired board.
I'm not sure
Yeah.
because 9
When
high,
there's a
it is
gutter,
paired,
you can
yeah,
see a
but
little bit more because, like, 8-7, 8-6, 7-6 all have gutters, so that like can push it up a little bit, but it's not going to be huge. It might push it towards like a third.
Mhm.
And you're
and
like,
it's 9 high board, right? If we have king 9 or pocket 10s or like these hands want to
exactly,
size up, right?
exactly. So you might see a little more third, probably not that much above that. I'm okay with barreling this. I mean, you have a trash hand.
I have a trash
It's fine
hand.
to, it's fine to bluff with it.
I think we need to size up a little bit. You want to get
Yeah.
king
Interesting.
eye, maybe some ace size to fold, no?
Yeah,
Maybe
that
like
was.
6.
Yeah, it should have been like
Yeah, it's
6.
like a
Yeah.
clean half
This
pot.
should make king high fold.
So wouldn't trash with an 8 or trash with a 6 or 7 be better than the 10? I mean, I guess the 10 blocks the 9 a little bit.
Mhm.
No, because then
It's then 9 and stuff, yeah.
this way you unblock his flop
Ah.
continues, right?
Yeah, I also unblock his folds.
Like you'd prefer him to have 6-8
I
on the
said
flop
that,
and fold now.
Yeah, I made a mistake there. That's right.
I think he might call again though. I don't know.
I don't remember
8
what he
high, I
does
don't
here.
think so. But the 10 may be like not great to have. I'm not sure.
Bailed.
Oh,
You've got
Somebody got
bailed.
saved.
I got
now you
saved.
jam surely, right?
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
jam.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Oh,
definitely
I
jam.
should. I
Right.
check here.
100%.
I should have just.
Greg.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get folds a lot from
It's
people in
okay.
spots like this. Like people fold chops so much.
Yeah, you got to shove here.
This is a great jam, especially a guy
But
with.
what if the guy just has quads?
Then
You
you
can have
pay him off.
quads.
And you pay them.
And like losing 20 big blinds is not the
Then
end of the
you
world
just
here.
pay him off.
Yeah, losing 20 big blinds wouldn't have been the end of the world. That's
If he has
fair.
quads, he's gonna be happy to be paid.
If you or him, are you calling all pairs? I mean, all of his, full houses.
I think so.
This is not a good jam.
Oof.
I think it's
Yeah, right.
reasonable.
All of them that play, like not pocket 4s anymore.
Is it not better to limp jam?
Yeah, it could be a limp jam. I'm down for that, but like you have a good hand, so and you have a good spot.
Nice.
They do the work for you.
Yep.
Love to see it.
GG.
Greg.
It's a prank, dude.
Greg.
It's a prank. I'm
Yeah,
overwhelmed.
yeah, Louis, you're right. In a final table spot,
Like-
Wizard prefers to limp jam.
Yeah.
I open almost
I would
every
say-
It is,
hand.
yeah.
Like
I thought you don't have
Greg,
any
I
limps
think-
though, when you
Go ahead.
If you had a different player in the big blind to where they would like say the guy with 14 chips was the big blind, I wouldn't actually hate it because you block his like rejams and then he's gonna have a hard time defending much. He's just gonna want to fold a lot.
What
But
is
when it's
this
the
game?
second place stack, he can call a lot of your opens and
This
like
guy-
not feel the pain,
Sorry,
right?
you're asking what this
Yeah, it's
is?
okay.
This guy is so tight. He folds to literally everything. I'm going to 3-bet him and put him in the box the majority of the time. He can't play poker. He's not allowed. He has 41 chips.
But probably, maybe he doesn't know, so.
So
He says maybe I'll sneak this one through. Nope.
Except
so
this
say-
time I'm a fucking idiot. So now I look stupid. All right, cool. So like,
No, but he's just gonna call and fold the flop. It's the same
Yeah.
thing. He's tired of folding pre, so he's gonna call pre and fold on the flop instead.
yeah,
Mhm.
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's like I'm like you're complaining about the opens, but like look at the stack comparison from what I have versus like what they have, right? Like I
Like,
should
look at the fact that he has the second largest stack. I mean, he's the last.
sure.
Generic. I mean, if you take your read aside, he's the last guy you want to play against, right?
Yeah. I'm very aware of that, but that guy is like the tightest motherfucker on the face of the earth. So like
Okay.
We're
I'm
also
gonna
the
just
last guy that he wants to play.
yeah,
against.
exactly. He
Mhm.
doesn't want to play against me either. Like he has no incentive to do that.
This is good old fashioned street poker.
Yeah,
I think
that
it's fine,
was-
Greg. If you have a read, then go for it. Like,
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm not like trying like I'm not trying to get like emotionally like upset about the entire like like I don't mind the critiquing. However, it's just kind of like I have like an overwhelming stack. A majority of people are not going to want to be playing against me in this spot, right?
Mhm.
So like, why would I go through the motions of doing that?
It's kind of a big jam. It's probably fine.
It's a big jam.
Limp jam, limp call, jam, raise, like everything I think is fine there. You can take
Looking
your
at the
pick.
other ones I was just looking at, it's like not really a jam on the suited side. You save it for like some offsuit stuff because the suited ones are just okay seeing flops sometimes.
What
Yeah.
percentage
Limp
of
call. I think you
what-
can limp jam the baby suiteds as well sometimes.
I feel like when you're
Yeah.
chip leader, you don't have many limps though. When you got as many chips as Greg, you just like have like 10% cool, rest is like raise.
Hmm. Okay.
Like, what
FT with maybe, yeah, covering. And as to your 6-9 suited stuff, I think you have a lot of room to get creative at FTs and use your reads, and if it works out, then
Yeah, I mean,
you
it's
probably did something right.
I mean, this I agree with you, but that guy is like he was just folding everything. He had like $300 in winnings. It was like this is probably like his first FT ever.
I was supporting you.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, in
Yeah,
general.
no, I think if the read's there, go for it. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oof.
that's why we have the reads.
Yeah.
Come on.
Time to hunt.
Yes.
Well,
I forgot we're gonna win this tournament. I mean, I'm still
we forgot we were gonna win.
I'm still sweating.
It's fun to sweat when you know you're gonna win. You get to root for it, and it always comes.
Don't you ever find yourself sweating when you're looking at a
Call
play, even though you already know the answer?
You call
this is a
Danny.
10-7?
Mhm.
I think so. Maybe not. I think it's probably the cuspy one, right?
Yeah.
And I think this one is the Guspy one. 10-7.
You think so? For me, this one feels like an easy call.
We're 6.
And then 10-7 feels very close.
That's the floor for me here.
Okay. Oh, we still lose. Dang it.
Yeah.
They tricked me.
What a nice stack distribution right now.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, interesting.
Beautiful.
Oh. What's he got?
Nines.
Ace queen.
No good.
Yeah.
No, that guy stays for a while.
Oh, someone else did the work for you. How dare they?
I'm gonna see if I have an ICM a sim where we're the chip
Huh.
leader.
So
LP,
What's he doing,
I've got
Duncan?
another
I'm
one
folding
where
to
we're
that.
super deep.
Sorry.
But not LP, Lewis.
I'm folding to that guy whenever he plays back at me, pretty much. Like, he doesn't really do much.
Okay.
And then when
Yeah.
he donks there, like, it's very apparent he has something because he's only jammed or played at me when he has something legitimate. Like, he has no bluffs.
I would always fold to that dunk too. Like, especially against this kind of player. Yeah, there's no need. Like, if he tells you he's got something, you get out of the way. Every other time, you steal it, and you win in the long run. Yeah. So here, like, if he's that tight, you could almost just fold and move on.
I could
right?
just fold this. I
Mhm.
don't remember what I do here though. Oh, I raise.
You
and
could 3-bet it, I think. I think it makes a pretty reasonable 3-bet. It's spicy, but it's okay. You only have to go to like 7.5.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Yeah, I mean, you
now
need
we
3-bet
see.
bluffs. King 6-0 is a very reasonable 3-bet bluff.
Will he call or will he jam?
Yummy.
He folds. Okay. So
He is
okay,
really that
okay.
tight.
Well, in this
he
case,
has
he's
raised
in a terrible
folds.
spot. He's got the short stack. He doesn't want.
behind it. Hey, he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to do shit.
That's why I don't understand Rice. Into the chip leader.
Maybe he just wanted to try to steal one with some
Whatever. Yeah.
blocker. Ooh, you could jam here, right?
Do we rejump? Yeah. That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
Maybe.
It's jam. It's definitely they're definitely jams in there.
Because it's the second place opening to you, and then third place guy folds.
Yep.
Get in the hands.
Ooh, I would not do that, but okay. They're getting short, but
Oof.
it's still gonna hurt.
Okay.
If the guy with 7 calls you and doubles there, like that's gonna hurt. So
He
I
doesn't want
wouldn't.
It's gonna
to.
be
He
the
wants the other guy to die. He's not gonna
He
call
does. He
anything.
does. All right. So maybe
Yeah.
you'd folded a few orbits, and
Yeah.
you'd seen like I can get away with this. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, they don't want
They're
to
just
play.
gonna blind out.
Yeah, exactly. That's all I
They're
want.
gonna
I'm just jamming until and this guy doubles. Yeah.
This reminds me of those all in or fold sit and goes.
Yeah.
Where
Oh my
the guys
God.
just have 2 chips at the end here.
You were really abusive, Greg.
I'm very aware. This is oppressive.
Well, it's the guy had 2 chips. You go
He
with
won
any
with
2.
4-7 off.
7 high.
He
And that's where you start spamming like I'm so good.
This guy.
Jamming ice cream
Yeah,
is
wait.
so high EV.
I'm telling you, man, this guy doesn't have anything.
Uh-oh.
All right,
There we
surely
go.
you
Come
win
on.
this one.
He's not
Come
gonna
on.
survive that.
Oh,
Got him, coach.
Took a
That was
while.
a very important one. If
Yeah,
you
that
had
was
lost
very
that,
important.
it
Yeah,
would
that would have
start
been
getting-
huge. Yeah.
10-8.
And then one hand.
Standard
it's
3
over?
big blinds.
Nope.
no, he has an ace. Yeah,
This guy overfolds,
just-
so just jam everything, man.
this is crazy.
Limp is good. Bet 1.
Mhm.
Nice.
Yep.
Jam is good.
Yep, jam queen 8-0. Oh my
Refuses
god,
This
to
guy
the
just has it.
cockroach. Let's go.
He has min raise folding range. What? Okay.
Off 10.
You could just
Nice.
jam jack 8-0, right?
Yep.
Or just
Oh,
make
nice.
second nuts.
What do you guys think he has? A fold.
A fold.
Yeah,
A
we're
queen?
mainly
Do you
just
think he would fold a
jamming at
queen
7
there?
big blinds.
I don't think so. Maybe actually.
Some people
I don't know.
don't adjust to heads up and they just are like, oh,
Keep
it's
on
only
playing,
second
yeah.
pair. I gotta fold. Okay, easy fold when he plays back.
So shallow. 10 bigs each.
Yeah,
I
this
mean,
is all great.
This guy's
I'm loving
drawing
this.
dead. Oh, right.
I think so.
Mhm.
Maybe against him specifically, you can play some
Yeah.
min-raise
I knew
folding.
pair.
Lower
Yeah,
variance.
that's kind of what I was doing. I was just probing.
And now we win.
Yeah, fair.
Surely.
You can drop the theory if you
Got him.
just
Nice.
massively.
nah.
And that was
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Nice tournament.
God,
That's
all he
Yeah.
played heads up was like ace king, ace
Yeah,
7,
exactly.
king
That's
queen.
what I'm saying. Like the dude literally just. So sorry.
He's just
for,
like playing top 10% of hand.
Yeah, sorry for like getting a little loud earlier, but like you know, I wanted to exert the table daddy dominance. You know, I had to bring the king 5 suited, the king 5 off out. You know,
Abuse
but,
the tag.
yeah, just abuse all the people that were in between. So it made it so they couldn't play poker, and then
Yeah,
like
you did it right. That's what you're supposed to do.
yeah. So I don't know, Louis not happy with this tournament, even though.
No, I really like the end of it. Like
Yeah,
the
the
final
end was
table was pretty
good.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting up to the final table was questionable. at
Wait,
best.
there was. I
Yeah,
don't think I
because you
saw
got
anything
punished.
at the FT that I didn't like.
Yeah, the FT.
Yeah, I
does a
mean,
good
so like
job.
my only, so when I was chatting about this like second large stack, I mean, to me, it's like, it's about learning like how to play it. So if you set that read aside, how do you, when do you slow down or get a little careful against the second largest stack?
So I would never play that way against the second largest stack. If they were like a reasonable human being, that didn't play just like their aces and kings, right? Like, but this guy was something else, and he was just folding to like any kind of pressure. And those kind of people, I normally are the ones that I normally try to box up the most. Because like just it's so easy to abuse such a tight player. But I would, if they were like comparable, I'd probably slow down a lot more. I don't think I would be opening everything, and I would probably fold like if they would try to play back. for the most part. Because they don't have like an interest of getting into a conflict with me. I really don't want to mess around with them either. So
It's interesting. Did you sense that he ever got the message? Like it just seems like he kept doing it.
I don't think he could spell poker, to be honest with you. But I think that no, he didn't get the message because he still kept playing the same way. And then when he would try to play pressure, I would just put it right back on him, and then he would fold.
Yeah, and like for me, and again, people know I'm like the least experienced guy in the room right now. But the thing I did say, well, what is he doing? Was earlier on, I saw, and I said this before, so excuse me if I'm repeating myself. I just saw a lot of before the final table taking hands. I would want to try to get the showdown with a smaller pot, and your natural aggression is great, but like not setting that one aside when you've got a decent showdown hand. If I were to make like one observation about what I saw, that would be the observation.
Yeah, I took a lot of hands that could have just gone straight to showdown and it would have been okay, and I turned them into bluffs, and that's a leak that I'm trying to work through. It's not something that I necessarily want to
yeah. So here's the suggestion on that, because I do try to get things to showdown a lot, and I'm much more of a cash player, but what I will say is I try to remind myself when I see the hand that had I bluffed it, it would have worked, but I still lost. Like when I get value owned, by taking that second pair to showdown and losing to a slightly better pair or better kicker, when I'm saying this guy would have folded had I kept my aggression up, i.e. had I had a worse hand, I would have won. And I just say, well, that's still the right play is to get to showdown, and you're going to lose sometimes. But it's something to be aware of. So when it happens, it doesn't like tilt you into going back to that aggression. That's my perspective. I don't know if other people have perspectives on it, because I mean, as I said,
I think in tournaments, aggression pays just a lot more because the ranges are wider, and like there's more value in having a big stack for when you get to the FT. Cash in tournaments you can't really compare.
No, I get that, and I do play them differently. I just for disclosure want people to know I play a lot more cash.
Gotcha. I appreciate you guys going through this review and giving me the positive and the negative feedback. Honestly, it's something that I really do need. I have relentless aggression that needs to be tuned down. I need to fold, stop experimenting with trying to call a 3-bet with king 10 off and king jack off. So
yes, please.
Yeah.
All right.
There's always room for experimentation. For that, and now you've learned
exactly. I'm like I said, just one more thing to add. I really wanted to say I don't think I played this the best of my ability, but definitely I was the car. I was the car, and they were the bugs.
All right. Thanks a lot for joining, everybody.